I want to talk to y'all guys for a second, and I want to let y'all guys know that a lot of people, when you go outside your door and you see a lot of couples out there, every couple that you see, the majority of them, they have all one thing in common. I'm just trying to get you to prevent that thing that they have. And what they have in common is they never chose the woman. The woman that they ended up with was the woman they didn't pick, okay? She picked you. And a lot of people don't even know that level of the game. Because unfortunately, a lot of men assume that they're in control when they're not. The thing is, with a lot of women out there, they're smart enough to pick you when you're at your lowest, okay? You're too tired to keep looking. And that's not love, man. It's not. It's a man who just, you know what? Just sitting around waiting for life to actually happen to him. And I've watched this, guys, happen so many times. I watched many men go down this wrong path so many times. So I need you guys to kind of stay with me for the next few minutes, because I'm going to walk you through what I've seen in the 30 years of doing this, over 30 years watching men make the exact mistake. And I'm going to tell each and every one of you what it cost you and why it keeps happening. And before I'm actually done with all of this, I'm going to give you one thing that you can actually do tonight that is going to fix everything. So what I need you guys to do is actually pay attention to this game, man. And here's the thing that I've learned over time, and it took a while to actually figure this out about everybody and stuff like that, because this has nothing to do with your race, color, or anything like that. The woman who's with you right now, she just came along at a certain part of your life. Maybe it was the lowest time that you was going through. Maybe it was your loneliest time. And for some reason, she came into your life in this weird way, rescuing you, you know what I mean? Making you feel like everything is right. And I think a lot of men out here don't understand there's a difference, man. A man who has a game is always going to choose the right woman to actually be with him. And a man gets rescued when he doesn't have the game. He'll allow whoever's willing to sit with him in that storm with him, and he feels like there is a connection. You know, we talked about the other day, I told you about the person out there, when a woman gives a lot of young men pleasure, they want to hold on to that woman because they feel that woman is the right person for them. And there's a difference, man, when you have the game, man. And that's why I'm trying to get you guys to make sure you guys don't end up like most of these guys. And this is very important. See, being alone, guys, isn't the hardest thing that you can learn in the game, man, because most guys are never going to learn it at all right? A lot of young men, they're going to grow up, all right, they're going to leave their mother's house. And unfortunately, because they ain't locked into who they are, they're going to reach out for the next woman that makes them feel not like their mother, but cares for them like their mother and everything. Or the next woman who will have them, the next woman that will text them, anything like that. And then later on, they sit around and they wonder why their life feels so small, so empty, and why their relationships are going so bad, and why is there so many arguments, why are there so many problems in a relationship, and they don't even understand. And they become a little resentful in a quiet way, not an incel way, guys. So y'all are definitely not incels, but there's a pain that a lot of you guys carry with that wound that sometimes you can't get that right. And I'll tell you why, because when you picked that woman, or you got, not picked, but when you got with that woman, the problem is when you got with her, you didn't get with her from a level of strength. You didn't get with her from a level of power. You picked her from a place of hurt, pain. You maybe was upset. And maybe you picked her because you didn't want to be alone. In every relationship that you have, and every relationship that you build, just like I told you, every guy that you see outside your door is the same thing. Trying to find someone to connect to. And see, I always try to tell you when you get this game, man, you should be able to sit by yourself. I mean, really, really sit by yourself in quiet, in peace, and know who you are. You can sit, relax yourself. Man, I tell you, man, for me, man, the best part about what I love to do, man, y'all laugh at me, y'all want, man, but I don't know classical, like the musicians, you know, Beethoven, Bach, maybe some of those things, but to be able to sit back and just relax, sip on my little punk ass drink with nice music and relax, man, is life, man. I would always, and I still do this to this day, man. It's so cool. If y'all guys can see what it's like, man. Like, just go to, like, you go to Netflix or just YouTube, but really Netflix, type up fireplace, turn all the lights out, put on that classical music, man, and just look into the fire, man. It's a very powerful thing for a lot of you guys out here, and most people won't ever tell you how to actually look into that fire. But most people, as I was saying before, just don't pick women. They're chosen by the woman. And listen, as a man, there's no greater gift that you can give a woman than choosing her from the strength of who you are, knowing that what you choose and what you pick has nothing to do with weakness or anything like that. It's really a game changer, guys. It's a game changer. For many of you guys out here, you just have to be honest with yourself and why you're doing it. A lot of you guys wake up in the morning before you even, hit the floor, go outside that door and everything, and there's that phone that you have in your hand, okay? You're not even set up yet, and yet you're still scrolling on that phone. You're not looking at anything particular. You're just scrolling left. You're going either up and down through YouTube or left and right through an app. And when you're going this way, more than likely you're looking for company. And for many guys, they just can't sit with themselves for even 90 seconds in the morning. And that's one thing that I was taught from my mentor, peace. And the peace is just always looking into the fire. Just take time. That's where the film room comes in at, when you take the time to look at your day and go over it. Even if it's for 30 minutes a day, you just got to take time. And I get it. I know a lot of young men don't understand the power in that, but that's kind of the secret in the sauce. For a lot of these guys, after they wake up, they go right into the kitchen, you make your coffee, the TV's on. Okay, nothing to watch, it's just on in the background. Because for many of you guys out there, silence feels wrong, and it's bad, because unfortunately it's the silence, gentlemen, that actually makes you feel like you miss her. It's in the silence where you think about her. It's in the silence where you want her back. It's in the silence where you say to yourself, why isn't she texting me? And sometimes when a young man gets caught up in that silence, it can be something that can grip him and really mess him up mentally. So what he does is he tries to blur that noise out with the TV on, man. And that's not the game, man. I don't ever want y'all guys to get in that position that y'all are in. And it's the part that no one really actually wants to admit, gentlemen. You came home one night, man, the house was empty, your apartment was empty, your crib was empty, and you just felt this panic in your chest. And this is where the beginning of a midlife crisis. I didn't say the end of one, the beginning of one, because when you feel it's like this empty nest thing that women go through. And not to say that you're women, it's just something that people go through. And you say to yourself, I can't be here alone. I can't be by myself. So what do? You call her, you text her, you reach out to her, you check up on her, or you send her something to just keep the conversation going. And from that moment on, you doing all these things, gentlemen, you're not really choosing yourself. From that moment on, you're telling her, please pick me, please choose me, please take me in. And when you do that, guys, unfortunately, now she knows. All right, and trust me, big dog, she knows. Man, a woman can feel when a man needs her presence, man. I'm telling you, man, more than when he wants her. And that's the crazy thing about the game, man. Every fight that you had with her, since you lost her, and everything that has gone wrong since the two of you broken up, okay? She's always had the power the whole time, and the only person who didn't know was actually you. And it doesn't make you a bad person or anything like that. It just makes you what it is, just what it is, man. She had the power the whole time. And what most guys don't understand, she walked around with the keys to your peace, your tranquility, and you're sitting there wounded. And that's the cost, gentlemen. That's the cost, man. That's what you see walking around today in relationships. But your cost right there is not the relationship. The cost is the woman ended up holding the deed or the power, okay, to your peace of mind, because you never learned to sit in a room by yourself. You never learned to look into the fire by yourself. You never learned how to turn out the lights and just put on some classical music and maybe sip on something that you like to sip on. For me, again, I don't drink, so, I just make my orange juice and pineapple and I just sip on that, man. Just sip on that and just really take it all in. I've been doing this up north when it was cold, whenever my mother made a fire, I would hang in that room, but it doesn't get cold like it does up north, but that's here nor there. But I just say this to you guys. I want y'all to listen to me, because this is what a lot of guys miss when it comes to the game. Okay? The setting and sitting down and settling and everything that you're doing is not the worst part. Okay? For many of you guys, the worst part is the day she actually walked away from you. And it was actually in that silence, man. Okay? It's the silence that upsets you. It's the silence that breaks you. It's the silence that wants you back. And now you're in a quiet apartment. You're in a quiet house. And maybe time is gone. You're no longer 18. You're no longer 25. You're no longer 26. You're 45. You're 50. Or like me, 50. I'm 54.8 because it's the 8th month. I'm almost 55. I can't wait to hit 55. But what I'm saying is most of you never just got the chance to meet yourself for the first time. And let me tell you what it looks like, man. It's a beautiful thing, man. Okay, so when you learn the game, you're able to look into the fire, man. And hopefully y'all could do that. You can do it. You can go to YouTube and pull up fireplace. But just tonight, man, just turn all the lights out. Turn on your smart little TV. Go to Netflix, and Netflix has fireplace. Look up fireplace on Netflix. Starts with an amber and creates a fire. Or go to YouTube and pull it up and just put on some classical music. Just look into the fire. It's a beautiful thing. Because the person that you can become is totally different than the person that you are now when you take that time. Because we're rare because how we exist to ourselves. And the man who actually starts running from his own company actually does the one thing that I hope you guys can learn how to do that I did. You start to live inside of it. Okay? He drinks his coffee in the morning with no noise. It's just him and that damn cup, nothing else. And when his mind starts to go 100 miles a minute like your mind is going to do, 100 miles an hour and everything, you don't reach for your phone. You just sit in it and you bask in it. And you let all your thoughts come up. And you let your thoughts catch up to everything. Everything. Don't try to outrun your thoughts. You can never outrun your thoughts. When you're driving, it's cool, man. Instead of having the radio blasted, drive in silence, okay? Just you in the open road. Okay, just try it one time. Just drive with silence on. Or lightly have some again, I'm not trying to put y'all to classical music. I'm just saying that silenced my mind, but lightly having a little bit of classical music on in the background, phone on the side of you and everything like that, man, and start to bask in your glory of who you are. And what happens is when a man starts to do that, okay, everything is going to change for you, man. Because it's going to be at that point when you become a oneness with yourself, you're going to actually stop trying to collect women out of fear, okay? You're actually going to start choosing the women that you want to talk to and talk with. And what the thing is that you're going to start to say to yourself, What is she adding to my life? What is she doing for me? How is she gonna fit into the construct of who I am as a man? Who is she? What is she? And why is she? And when a woman knows that kind of person, she's gonna know who you are. And the funny thing is, man, she is going to do everything she can to throw her femininity on you, rub your face, try to make you feel good. But every touch she gives you when you're not locked in is more noise that you cannot handle in the silence. And you want to be the man, right? And if you want to be that man, you got to learn how to sit alone. That's what I always tell you. That's where it starts. Not at the gym, not in your bank account, not in your wardrobe, not in your car, not in your status. Just a quiet room, man. It is one of the most peaceful times in the noisy ass world that you live in, where you can just sit in a room and just look into the fire, man. It's one of the, again, it's more of an awakening because, you know, we're going to be showing you that stuff with the school, but it's just such a connection. The connection that I'm saying runs so deep that most people don't even understand even the depth, the tone, and the range of the connection. The connection is always going to be the connection, but it's a beautiful thing that I always tell you young guys out here. So this is what I want you to do tonight, man, just tonight, okay? We'll worry about tomorrow. We'll worry about your problems tomorrow and everything like that. When you guys get home, what I want you to do is I want you to just find a chair, sit in that chair, okay? Go to Netflix, turn all your lights off, put your phone down, go in and look up on Netflix, Fireplace. I know most of y'all got Netflix, but I know most of you got YouTube, so you can go to YouTube, pull up Fireplace or something like that, and just sit in there. I'm just saying for 15 minutes, just no music. And if you want some music, lightly put some classical music in the background. It's just you, yourself, and the room, just for 15 minutes. And I'm gonna tell you right now, all right, I get it. Your mind is gonna try to want you to grab that phone and do that, okay? The remote control is gonna call your name, man. And your mindset, your greatest enemy, is gonna come up with 17 things right there that you need to do and get fixed right now. Don't move, man. Sit in that. Just let it be there, okay? Don't let the panic come up. Don't worry about what she's doing, why she's doing it, and what woman, what guy she's talking to, or anything like that. Just sit for 15 minutes, and then when you get up, you're done, man. And I'm gonna tell you something, man. That 15 minutes is gonna feel like an hour for the first time. The second night, it's gonna get a little bit easier. By the seventh night, gentlemen, I'm telling you, you're gonna start looking forward to it. And by the end of 2 weeks, you're gonna wonder why you ever lived without the quiet. See, most of us run from the quiet because it's in the quiet where the pain is at sometimes. You know, sitting there wondering. I told you I was 14 and what it broke my heart, man. It was tough, man, but I had to live in the pain, dog. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, if you can do this every night for at least 7 nights straight, the same time, same chair, no exceptions, no you don't need to bump it up to 20 minutes and then the first time, but after a while, move it up. After you're 15, add 5, add 10 to it, add something to it. And what I'm telling each and every one of you is that a month from now, I didn't say right now, I said a month from now, okay? The thing is you're gonna be a different man. You don't see what you don't see. You don't know what you don't know. But the weird thing about it, for the first time, that a woman's gonna feel about you, that's gonna change the game up, she's gonna recognize you for the first time, because for the first time, you're gonna start to do the thing that the average guy cannot do. But it's also what the average guy that you see right now that is married when he doesn't want to be married, or is in a relationship when he doesn't want to be in one right now, is that you're gonna enjoy your own company. And the man that enjoys his own company is a man a woman cannot threaten. A woman cannot dangle her femininity. A woman can't dangle, I'm gonna leave you. A woman can't dangle the word space. I need time. I don't know. I need to figure us out. They won't be able to use that against you, man, because guess what? For the first time, you're no longer going to panic or anything like that. And then anytime you start messing with a woman, it's because you want to actually mess with her. And that's the thing. She's going to see the difference in you because you'll be a different maker. Because at the end of the day, hey man, you are different. You just got to see it for yourself. And the change that I'm talking about is going to start in the first 15 minutes in that chair. Netflix, lights off. I promise you, just pull up some classical music, pop that in the background, and look into the fire, man. Jeez, man, I love that, man. I just love looking into the fire. It locks you in. And I'm like, you see why we're not fazed by women. I know a lot of y'all always wonder, man, why aren't you fazed by women? Why aren't you bothered by women? Why is it when a woman does this or a woman does that, you're okay, man, dog? Because it's the fire, guys. Look into the fire, change the thing. So just remember what I'm telling you, okay? The man who cannot sit alone will always get owned by the first woman who stays, the first woman who touches him, the first woman that whispers in his ear, the first woman that says, I care about you, the first woman that says, I love you, I miss you, and I'm thinking about you, okay? He gets owned, man. And man, that's not love, man. That's just a woman renting, or you renting space, or allowing her to live rent-free in your head, okay? I'm just trying to see that I don't want a woman to keep drowning you the way you are, especially into the silence. You've got to embrace the silence, man. You got to learn how to sit. You got to learn how to be in a room with yourself without worrying, flinching, or anything like that. And when you become that guy right there who loves his own company, you actually get to choose the women, man. And the next woman, okay? She'll be the right one for you, because guess what? She'll be the woman that you can say, all right, I'm picking you, okay? Not from desperation, not from body curves and everything under the sun. You finally get to pick somebody that's actually right for you, okay? At the end of the day, man, I just ask you to do one thing, and that is go ahead and take the time to build the man. Build who you are. I know you can do it. I know you can do it. Let's get it done.